Let's check if it's recording. Hey, what's up you guys, Street Trader FX here, back with another video. So this will be the weekly market review. As I promised, I think I made the post on Twitter asking you guys which pair I should focus on for the weekly market review, which I'll be posting on YouTube, and obviously you're on YouTube right now watching it. So I made a post on Twitter talking about that, and I gave you guys, I think, two options. It was GBP/USD and Eurusd. So Eurusd was in the lead. So yeah, let's start. And I also like to thank you guys for subscribing. I think I'm right now at 370. So that's really insane. Thank you so much. And yeah, someone is busy texting me. So let's start. Or basically, let me start with how you should have your mindset at. So basically, when you start analyzing, you should start on a higher time frame all the time, regardless of whether you've already did the analysis before. You should always start on a higher time frame. So what that does, it gives you a clear picture of what you should expect long term, right? What you should expect long term. So on your USD, I'll be starting on the monthly time frame, and you can see the charts here. We might be seeing different things, but I'm already seeing what I should anticipate, right? So fine, we don't have data before 2003, but that's what we have. It's enough to work with. So on your USD, we can see that we had this swing low here. This was a very predominant swing low, because we took a very long time to even trade below it. You can see that we tried to trade below it here, but we found support eventually. We tried here, we found support. We tried here, we found support, and eventually we broke below it. So fine, let's mark out that low. Just beautiful low. We broke below it here, right? And then after that, we got a consolidation below it, and we traded above it. So what does that mean? It means that we took out so many stops, and we might find ourselves having to see price push higher. So this is what it's gonna look like, in my opinion. So let's start. So the price action that we're going to be focusing on right now, before we even start here, let's look at the targets, potential targets. I'm not saying that it's going to be long term or obvious targets, but it's just potential targets. So the potential targets, looking at the structure here, I would say this swing low here, marking it out like that. Marking it out like that. And you can see that we have this gap here. So fine, I'll use the tool that we have. Mark this as the monthly IPA, or even at this candle here. Sorry, I'm even teaching. So fine, this will be the potential targets, right? We then focus on what happened here. That's the range. We focus on what happened within this area. So in this area, we took out this equal lows here, right? Or the double bottom, whatever you want to call it. Everyone has their own preference. So we took out this equal lows here. We broke above here, breaking the structure. So this is clear accumulation, right? And then we came back to this candle here to find support. So fine, we found support here, and now we're still pushing higher. So I then saw this area here, this one, as a potential likelihood target for short-term targets, because this is a monthly time frame. We might find a bounce from here and then trade here and then trade higher. It might take a very long time, but if we get a move like this would be insane. I'm still in a long. My targets are here in a long position. So actually, this one is for YouTube, right? This one is for YouTube. So here on the monthly time frame, before we move down to lower time frames, we can see that we had this swing low here. We took it out. Beautiful. So I want to see price trade above here and also trade back here. Those are my targets. Also marking this out as an. So we'll go down to the daily time frame. Let's see what we have on the weekly. On the weekly, not that much. Let me use the line. On the weekly, not that much here. We want to see a run above these highs because we broke the structure here, and then we also have these core highs here. Also have these highs here, so we want to see price make a bullish move to trade above all these highs here. So fine. On I think last week we got a move which came back and gave us this retracement here. Gave us this retracement, not clear, but then after that retracement we got in a buy from here. Now we want to see price trade above. So we'll see what we have on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, we can see that we're still bullish. No reason to get in a trade. I'd say someone would have said this is the trend line, so we want to find support from here. I don't know, I won't disregard that. Sometimes they work, even like here, even here as well. Someone would have took a buy from here, and then holding it for higher prices. So fine. From here, what we are going to look for, I'm actually not going to discuss the entry rules, but for now my target would be here. Would be here and also here. So looking at the current price chart, what do you see? What do you want to do with what you have? Since all you have two targets here, this one and this one, what would you do to get in the market, to find yourself in a trade? This one could have potentially found support from this candle. Found support from this candle here because it's a swing low. Let's see. Yeah, it could have potentially found support from this candle at the 62% retracement, but for me, I wouldn't have stop this wide. This is huge, 20 pips just to make. You haven't even made 1R, so it's too wide for me to even consider taking a trade from it. But let's say that we anticipated seeing a support from there, and then first target's being here, obviously. So let's see what we have on the lower time frames. So on the lower time frames, I'll just simply move this area here. Why? Because we already established where we want to find support, so we focus on this area here. I shouldn't even been telling you that, but anyway, guess that's what you get for being on my channel. The network must be low, so if this right here are obvious highs, so these are obvious highs. So yeah, the rest of the analysis will be discussed in the mentorship group. So there's so many things that I'm looking at right now which are really interesting, so I'll update you guys once I get in on the second position. But yeah, we could potentially run above here, create an opportunity to go higher, or simply leave this highs alone and then trade lower, then find support, I mean, and then our targets would still remain the same. So whatever plays out, take advantage of it. So yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys on another video. So peace.